What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another video, man. Wow. And today, man, I'm going to talk about last night's NBA playoff games. You had the Philadelphia 76ers beating the Brooklyn Nets 145 to 123. And you had the Los Angeles Clippers beating the Golden State Warriors 135 to 131. First off, man, with the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets, man. Ironically, this was a very, very competitive game at halftime, man. And then late in the second quarter, man, you got Joel Embiid throwing a Shaquille O'Neal style tomahawk elbow to Jared Allen to get a flagrant one. Then you got the guy for Brooklyn, I can't remember his name. He elbows Ben Simmons near the head and he gets a flagrant one. Next thing, you're going into halftime, and it's a 65 to 64 lead for Philadelphia, and it's looking like, all right, like this is about to be a ball game. Then the third quarter happened, and the 76ers opened up the third quarter on a 21 to 2 run. They end up tying an NBA record for points in a quarter as they scored 51 points in the third quarter, man. Next thing you know, this game was out of hand, man. And Brooklyn was kind of like, well, you know what? We did get game one. We going back home. All right. Like, as they got their behinds kicked, man. No jump shooting. Ben Simmons had a triple-double. I think he had like 18, 10, and 11 or something like that. Granted, it's still amazing to see how you could be an NBA player playing the point guard position and not only not have a jump shot, don't even try one, but at least to his credit, he did everything that he does bring to the table last night, which is passing the ball, getting down and rebounding, and getting to the paint and scoring. So credit to him for that, for at least making that adjustment from game one. Joel Embiid had another solid game, man. But how about Boban Mayar, however you say his name, Big Boban. Like, man, Boban out there looking pretty doggone skilled, man. Man, he out there hitting a little 10, 15-foot jumper. He in the paint, man. He doing his thing. He even got a 10-foot jump shot. Come on now, Ben Simmons. If Boban could come from a whole nother country, you know what I'm saying, already like looking like, no disrespect to him, but, looking like the beginning of human creation, and he out there hitting a little 10-foot jumper. Ben, you could get a 10-foot jumper, man. Come on now, man. But big time performance by their big men, man. I feel like that's where Philadelphia has the advantage, with Embiid and Boban down low, and Simmons trying to get to the lane. Reddick had a solid performance. He made some shots. Harris made a couple of shots. They responded from the game one win, man, getting booed at home. They didn't have no cell phones on the bench this time. Matter of fact, Amir Johnson wasn't even suited up this time. He was in street clothes. So, it was a good win for Philly, man. And Brooklyn, they going back home. Obviously for them, I feel like to win this series, they got to shoot the three ball well. And they shot it well in the first half, but in the second half, man, they just got hit with an avalanche by Philly, man. Philly is clearly the better team, but Brooklyn has a real shot, man. If they could make the three ball, they got a real shot to win this series. But I still think Philly gonna end up pulling it out, man. But that series is now tied at 1 game apiece. Then you had the Los Angeles Clippers and the Golden State Warriors. First off, man, before I really get into the game, man, I want to give my thoughts and prayers to Boogie Cousins. It looked like he suffered a significant injury last night. He stole the ball and he was chasing it down, and then his body kind of just gave up. And I think it's a series. They say he might have a torn quad, but he gonna get an MRI today to see. But Steve Kerr did acknowledge last night it is a significant injury, and he is out indefinitely. They don't know how long, if he could come back maybe later on in the playoffs, or if he done for the playoffs. That's yet to be determined. But it looks like he's at least definitely done for this series. Then Golden State, man, was out there doing what they do, man. Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. Shout out to Steph for also breaking Ray Allen. Already got the most threes in playoff history, and he still got a long way to go. You know, he was out there doing this thing. You know, Draymond, I gotta give a shout out to Draymond, man. Draymond is looking like the old Draymond in these playoffs so far, man. He's being aggressive on the offensive end. All season long, man, he looked the garbage out there. You know what I'm saying? But he's looking aggressive on the offensive end. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder with a swag, and he's out there shooting the ball, doing his thing. You look again, man, Durant doing what he do. You know, Looney gave him some good minutes off the bench. I think he had a playoff career high. Next thing you know, in the third quarter, the Warriors have a 31-point lead. So I'm sure most of America and most of the world went to bed. Then the Los Angeles Clippers, the fighting Doc Rivers, came all the way. I'm watching this game. I'm like, man, this league kind of getting smaller and smaller. But I'm like, nah. But then I'm like, hold up. Like, these boys really done gained some momentum, man. You know, Patrick Beverley out there being a pest defensively, he ended up falling out. You know, Kevin Durant ended up falling out, man. Once Kevin Durant fouled out, I'm like, hold up, man. These boys got a shot, yo. Then how about Sweet Lou Williams, man? Sweet Lou, man. Out there just a professional scorer, man. Just putting in bucket after bucket. Don't matter, three-pointer, pull-up, layup. It don't matter, man. Sweet Lou was putting in work, man. Was making Magic Johnson look even more crazy by the minute, man. Because LeBron, it would be nice for LeBron to have Sweet Lou coming off the bench in LA Magic. And you let him go also, you know. But like, man, Lou out there doing his thing, man, Lou Williams, bro. Next thing you know, it's a game. You know, Montrezl Harrell out there acting like a baby Shaq down low, man, doing his thing. Next thing you know, man, the game is tied up. And Steph Curry comes down and hits a three, and it's like, well, all right, man, this probably all she wrote, you know. Then the Clippers come down, score. Warriors get the ball. Clippers get a stop. Then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander passes the ball to Landry Shamet, and he knocks down a huge three-pointer, man, to give the Clippers a 2-point lead late in this game, man. Warriors get the ball back. Steph out there dribbling around. Basically, you already know he got it in his mind. He's shooting a three. He basically looked like he did Game 7 against the Cavaliers years ago when Kevin Love was guarding him. It was kind of a similar play. And he launches up a three, and it's no good. Montrezl Harrell, to his credit, comes down and knocks down two crucial free throws. Warriors, Clay shoots a three, no good. And the Warriors complete the largest comeback in NBA playoff. I mean, the Clippers complete the largest comeback in NBA playoff history. Down 31 in the middle of the third quarter, and they win the game. Wow, that's incredible, man. Now, granted, obviously, I think the Warriors still gonna win this series. Obviously, you know, they kind of stopped playing, but this is big time for the Clippers, man. Like, not only do I think they could possibly win another game in this series, you know, by them pushing the Warriors like they doing, it makes with the nice pieces that they have already, you know, it makes the destination a little more better for a guy like a Kawhi Leonard or somebody like that could come over there and really look at this situation and be like, man, I like this team. I like this coaching staff. You know, I'm coming. Like, I'm coming over to LA, you know. But shout out to the Clippers, man. That was impressive to see. That was just great, man. That was big time, man. 31 down and beat that team in that building on the road. Man, that's like a great accomplishment, man. Shout out to them, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go and give me a subscribe, man. I'm gonna have NBA content, man, throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Let's go Heat.